Hey guys, I got a different kind of video for today. So we're stuck in this pandemic and I'm working from home, and I realized that it's a little troublesome to use my laptop all the time. So I went ahead and I ordered a wireless keyboard, mechanical keyboard. For my desktop setup, I have a Das Auto Professional, and I wanted something a little smaller for my apartment that wouldn't take up much space. So I got this, the Keychron K2. It's kind of like a mini TKL keyboard, 10 keyless. Along the side it has, the home and page up, page down buttons. But I like this one because you also get all the F1 keys. So let's open this up. But first, let's wipe it down. And I chose the white backlight because I don't really care for RGB, with the MX brown switches. I also have browns on my Das keyboard at home, and I preferred it over the other ones that I tried. So when you open it up, you get this little foam that holds it in. Nice little wrap here. Oh, it's got a nice little heft to it. It's not too heavy, but looks pretty good. It's solid. You can't really twist it much. As expected, it feels pretty good. Let's wipe this down. Get rid of the coronavirus. Yeah, I was a little unsure if I would like the color scheme on this keyboard, but in person, it actually looks much nicer than photos and videos that you see. So also in the box you get the USB wire with a 90-degree angle. You get some extra keycaps, and you get this key puller so you can easily pop them in and out. There's also some manuals in here, and like a shortcut key guide. Not sure if you can see that. So a lot of people said that this keyboard is a lot thicker than your typical mechanical keyboard, and they were saying that the height makes it a little uncomfortable to type with, and you might need a wrist rest, but this actually feels not bad to me. It's a tiny bit higher than normal, but it's not bad at all. Keystrokes are very springy. Feels similar to my Das keyboard. Keycaps feel a little thin and hollow though. They're not as high quality, but they're very light, very easy to press down. Now I'm not sure if this has any battery inside, so let's just plug it into my laptop and see how this is. Now on the side, you have the 90-degree USB port that goes here. And then you have to pick between either a Windows or Android or Mac OS setting. So I have a Windows laptop, so it's go like that. So on here it says Bluetooth off or cable. Since I'm gonna plug it in, I'm gonna put the cable. All right, so here's my ghetto little setup right now. Since my main desk is kind of cluttered right now with my wife's workstation and my other stuff set up there. So the keyboard types pretty nice. Let's do a typing test. So pretty terrible. This is my first time typing with it. It says my typing speed is 112 with 7 errors, giving an adjusted speed of 105 words per minute. On my DOS keyboard, I rarely type and make a mistake, and I usually average around 130. So clearly I need to get used to this keyboard. But I do notice right off the bat, the spacing feels a little different. It's slightly cramped compared to a full-size keyboard. I'm not sure if it's just me or the keycaps, but it does feel a little bit off. And I definitely realized that having a wrist rest, raising my wrist to have the proper 90-degree angle would help a lot. I'm actually sitting on the edge of the bed while on my windowsill right now, so this is probably the worst case scenario for typing. But I think with some practice I could bring it up to like 120-ish. Looking at the keyboard, I just realized there's a button here. It's a little light bulb. You can actually press it to cycle the different types of lighting effects. So I underexposed the camera a little bit so you can see the backlighting on the keyboard. I have the all white version since I'm not a really big fan of RGB. And as you type, there's different light functions you can have. So if you hit this button, it will toggle between the different options. So let me just show you all of them here. I think that's the last one. So Keychron also says if you don't want to have the backlight on, if you hold function in the light button, it'll turn off the lights. And this will actually give you a longer battery life, so you don't have to worry about having to charge so often. Alright, so since I have a Windows laptop and not a Mac, I'm going to change the keys. It's pretty simple. I already did the escape key. All you do is take this little tool, it's 2 little prongs. You're gonna put it on like this, underneath. I'm not sure if this is the right way, but you just want to grab it from the bottom. Just gently pull upwards. You'll see here, there's like a little cross underneath which goes into the little switch here. So for converting from a Mac to Windows, you're gonna change this key here, here, and here. Everything else will stay the same. They also include a swappable color for escape and the light key. I actually liked having the light key orange and keeping escape black, so I just swapped it. So you just gently pull, comes right out. Simple. It's pretty clean underneath too, it's nice. So putting the new key on, all you do is line it up and then press down. I just press it so the key stroke goes all the way to the bottom to make sure it's properly seated, and you should be good. So those 2, then we got 1 more. Okay, there we go. Also, one thing I noticed is the number row key, the number row right here, is actually raised slightly. So when you're typing, it's a different height than what's the letters and the F1 keys. I mean, people who don't really use numbers a lot won't really notice, but I do use the number keys a lot for work, so I do notice that. And I did practice a little bit more with the keyboard, And I definitely think the keyboard is a little narrower than a standard keyboard. At least to me, it feels like that. Because when I'm typing, I feel like everything's just a little more cramped when I'm typing. Okay, so this is how you pair your Keychron to a Windows device. I'm gonna go to Start, search for Bluetooth. And this is Windows 10, so you're gonna hit Add Bluetooth or other device. Bluetooth. And it's gonna start searching for, you know, discoverable devices. On your Keychron, you wanna make sure that this is set to Bluetooth right here, this switch. It's the far left position. And then what you're gonna do is you will hold the function key and press the 1 button to hold it. Everything's gonna light up. And if you did it properly, only the 1 key should be blinking. So make sure you hold it until it shows that. So then once that happens, you should see here on your laptop that Keychron K2 is discoverable. So if you click that, it'll pair and you should be good to go. So let's do a typing test and see how well this works. So I got a few mistakes. It says I have a typing speed adjusted for 109 words per minute. This is my second time using the keyboard. It's a little better than my first attempt. But yeah, I think with a little practice I'll get used to it. I'll do better. But yeah, this is just my quick unboxing of the Keychron K2. Hope you guys like it. It's pretty sleek. It looks really nice. I like it. Can you see the lights? There's like that little wave effect. Pretty cool, eh?